Halton Paramedic Services are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and provide important pre-hospital emergency care. Should you or a loved one ever suspect you're having a heart attack, time is of the essence.
So typical signs of a heart attack would be chest pain. Quite frequently patients describe it as somebody sitting on their chest or squeezing. The pain could go up into their neck, could go up into their jaw. Quite frequently they have problems breathing. They could be very pale. They could be very sweaty. That's a typical presentation. Females sometimes present differently. It may be just a odd ache in their chest. It could be pain in the jaw. Sometimes people complain that their teeth hurt. So a heart attack can present very differently in numerous populations. My message would be, if you think you're having a cardiac issue, it's best to phone 911.
Halton paramedics have an extremely fast response time and are dispatched from 14 ambulance stations across the region. Calling an ambulance instead of driving or having a friend drive could actually save your life.
So number one, I think there's obviously a safety issue. If you're having a cardiac event, you could deteriorate while you're driving, which could result in a collision and could injure somebody else. The other important thing is that paramedics are well equipped to treat heart attacks in the home in a timely manner. So as soon as we get there, we're going to start treatment. Paramedics will put a cardiac monitor on, they'll interpret the cardiac rhythm, and they'll make a determination about what type of event is occurring. If it is indeed a cardiac event, they'll then start treatment. If it's a very specific heart attack called a ST elevation MI, paramedics will consult with a cardiac surgeon immediately and determine whether there's capacity at the hospital to accept the patient for heart catheterization. If the patient's accepted, they will transport them directly to the cardiac catheterization lab for surgery. If we can get the patient to the cardiac cath lab within 90 minutes of us confirming that ST elevation MI, their outcomes are absolutely incredible. Their health will be much better post heart attack in that circumstance. So it's very important not to drive yourself to the hospital. Don't have a friend drive you to the hospital. Phone 911. The dispatchers in the communication center will triage your problem. If they think it's a cardiac event, they will most likely advise you to take ASA to start treatment before paramedics arrive. And then as soon as we're on scene, we'll start the process to make sure that we intervene as quickly as possible to prevent any further damage to the heart muscle.
Our local paramedics respond to over 50,000 calls a year. The cost of this emergency service is approximately $45. Should you ever be in a crisis situation, call 911 for assistance. For Halton News, I'm Jessica Kaitting.